Hey guys, welcome to the Pot Seat. My name is AJ.
Hello guys, this is Lex. Here's another video for you guys to enjoy.
Hey, so in the last video, we were talking about SBB stock, CPI data, and what to look forward to. And in this video, we want to talk to you about a lot of bank stocks that crashed, and it was a golden opportunity. Not financial advice, but look for these stocks to make a rebound if the CPI data comes out very, very strong. Strong meaning like good towards the stock market. If it's hot, then we'll worry about that later.
So what do we have?
All right. So we have FRC, we have PACW, we have KBW, which is an ETF that holds a lot of these bank stocks into one fund. Uh, those kind of stocks look for a big rebound. We have also big major companies too, like Charles Schwab. We talked about that in the last video. We have Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, Citigroup. So let's share the screen and see how they did today. Okay, so if we go to the 5 minute interval, this is I want to say the KBW Invesco division. So basically, it's not an expensive fund, but it did drop major. It went down to $13 and came back up to 14, 18. So it made a big dip, like a lot of these stocks did. Charles Schwab made a really big dip, and it came back strong to what to back to where it started in its intraday. So basically, if you look back to Friday the stock market, I mean, Charles Schwab obviously tumbled, and it was tumbling from basically Thursday, because Thursday is when we received news about SVB. So from Thursday, it was at $75, right? Now from $75, it went all the way down to $44 in pre-market. So it was down 20%. And from 20%, it actually jumped back up 10%. So, but when a stock goes down 20%, you need to move at least 40% up to, get back to any profit, right? So look for this stock to make a big jump if the CPI data comes good, and if the rate hikes are stopped or at maybe even cut if that happens. Right now the market is basically in 25-point rate hike. Another stock was FRC. FRC has tumbled from 116 to 31,
Wow,
and
that's a big dip.
it went down to $17. So it went down 80%, Lex. 80%. Because remember, on Friday it did the same drop too, but then it recovered. And then, since they canceled Signature Bank and they basically seized the SVB, they were thinking FRC may be next. So it dropped rapidly, rapidly after hours on Friday. And it stayed the same pre-market Monday, even though the Fed said that, they'll step in. So what happened was it kept going down even intraday market. And the stock market, if we talked about how NASDAQ around 10 o'clock, it did a spike, but FRC didn't. It kept continuing down till, if you look at the news, JP Morgan says uh, that it will step in. Hold on, where did that news go? Let's share the screen somewhere else right now. Let me pull it up right real quick.
So were there other companies also dropping?
Yeah, there was actually other companies right here. Let me share the news right here. So first of all, big share drops 60%, and JP Morgan came in and said, hey, if there's more drops, then, we'll come and, help you out. So, but I can't seem to
So
find that
basically,
article.
JP Morgan is willing to help
Yeah,
that bank.
that's what they're saying. Let's see if it says it in this article right here. Yep, right
Well,
here.
that's good for
Regional
the
banks are
people.
generally less diverse than giants like Wells Fargo and JP Morgan and have less cash. Oh, wait. No, it didn't say that. But it did say JP Morgan was going to come in. I don't know where that news is. What? Oh, here it goes. First Republic saw the Sunday that it had secured access to easy borrowing from Federal Reserve and JP Morgan Chase right here. So that is very important to note because what happened afterwards, if I share that stock screen again. So what happened afterwards is a big jump back up. To it went up 40% from here, from in negative 80% to negative 40%, which you might say it's bad. Yeah, it is. But I mean, so for somebody to invest their money right here, let's say even if you buy one share, you basically double your money like that, more than doubled your money. You made 100% plus in that one. Like I said, this is a day trading type of uh stock market right now. But if you're wanting to go long and hard on some bank, like I said, not financial advice. I wouldn't put my money in FRC, but I would day trade. So if you we had to find out more information of this bank. So right here it was another sell-off towards the day because again the sell-off is happening because of tomorrow's CPI data. So that's very important to look at. PACW was another one. PacWest Bank Corp. It dropped drastically too today, man. If As you can see, a lot of bank stocks have dropped drastically. It was at $5 at one point, and it also jumped more than 100%. You could have doubled your money on this investment too, but this was perfectly timed with the market. It went down, and as soon as the Nasdaq started ripping, all these stocks started coming back too. So, I mean, sorry, not Nasdaq. All of the indexes started ripping at around that time. So, what is this an opportunity, Lex? Do you see this as an opportunity to put some money in to make a quick buck? Or do you think that, bank stocks could get lower and the crisis could get worse?
Well, I think it's a good opportunity for those who has the money to play with because it's still risky. I think if you're not careful, you're gonna end up losing a lot of money. But it's a game. The stock market is a game. So if you do have the money to invest in this type of banks, it might be a good thing.
So, uh, a lot of people are saying that uh it's a great opportunity to invest your money in. Again, I'm gonna like illicitly put out there that we're not soliciting to you to buy these bank stocks. It's not financial advice, but it is a good opportunity if you see the balance sheets. I think if I was to put any of my money in, I would look at stocks like Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, Charles. They're really strong banks. They have really great balance sheets. And Charles Schwab actually had to like come out, or their team had to come out and like defend themselves, like to say that, hey, you know, uh, your money is safe with us. We have a lot of liquid balance. We have $100 billion in our liquid cash, so we're good. So look for those stocks to actually come pump up instead of stocks like FRC, PACW, because again, those were, Californian side banks. They're, uh don't know what's going on over there. You just gotta look at a lot of people's balance sheets. Now, what is very important to note here is that in 2008, when other banks crashed, like WAMU, you remember Washington Mutual?
Yes,
Who bought them
I
out?
used to bank with that bank.
Yeah, who bought them out?
I think it was JP Morgan,
Yeah, JP
right?
Morgan. And the
Yeah.
top bank right now is JP Morgan. And these guys, they're killers, they're hustlers. So they had their whole team Thursday night working 24 hours and stuff, ready to see what kind of things they can do to help and invest and maybe, probably buy something out. Now, the US government has given I think PNC Bank, US Bank, and another bank, but they have given them opportunities to buy out SVB. PNC is like, I don't know about that anymore right now, but PNC is one of the strongest out of all those banks because you have to look up a tier to buy the bank. So uh if no banks want to buy SVB, we might see a little softening from the Fed just to someone buys that bank. But if someone does buy it, we might see Jerome Powell going back to his word and raising the rate hikes.
Gonna
And
probably just not buy. No, I don't. They probably gonna not buy the bank and just open another one with the same system.
yeah,
I think that's gonna be smarter because just the name of this bank is just no longer credible.
so like if you see Goldman Sachs too, look at Goldman Sachs from 254, oh sorry, 354 to 314 right now. So that's a very good buying opportunity if you want to make a quick $40 too. I mean, obviously this stock is more expensive, but the volatility on it is fast too. So I don't know. I see it as a very great opportunity for this kind of stock, but I don't want to say like I don't want to be certain. I want to see what CPI data brings before I even invest my money. I would only be day trading these stocks right now because remember in 2008, same thing was happening. They said, oh, it's going to be okay. We had a little tumble. The Fed came in and tried to help us out. Then what happened? It still dropped. It still tanked. People lost their money. People lost their jobs. The housing markets were crashing. Uh, can it be similar to what, or is it too early to say?
Might be too early to say.
Now, if it's too early to say, then I think it's too early to invest. I think that might be my slogan for now. If it's too early to say, I think it's too early to invest. Even
Right.
though, even though, it could be an opportunity at great, but would you want to take that chance? Now look at Citigroup too. Citigroup from 52 to 44. JP Morgan Chase went down as well. JP Morgan, but it held pretty strong. JP Morgan did. Because it's the strongest bank out of all banks in the world, right? Uh why is it not loading though? Sorry, there you go. So if you see JP Morgan fell Thursday, but it came back Friday, even though the SVB debacle was going on and everything. This was the stock that was it's holding strong. So JP Morgan, I think it's a strong stock, but
But see,
it
even though it's a strong bank, people still nervous about it though.
I mean JP so like okay Jim Cramer came out and like in February 5th said SVB stock is still buying. I would buy it, put your money in there and everything. And this was February 5th, I want to say. So this was SVB on Thursday. This was SVB on oh wait, I'm sorry. This was SVB on Thursday. this was it on Friday. It was like closed basically. But if we go back to like February, here's February 5th. So this stock market pumped second, third, fourth, fifth right here. So it pumped right here for some reason. I guess I don't know why, or maybe earnings or something. And on the 5th is when he said, "Yeah, I'll buy." So whatever happened, here's the little dip. So Jim Cramer said over here around the 5th of February, like, "Hey, I would look into SVB." So yeah, the stock market it went up a little, but man, did it crash ever since then. This is this is insane. All those people that probably invested around this time, they never like, gosh, it was around
Well,
three hundred
that's
when he
the
was saying it too.
that's a literally a crash. You can see that line going down.
And it's out of the market. It's trading on OTC if people are it's suspended right now. So looking forward, and if you look at the QQQ, right? And if we zoom out, this is where the resistance is, right? And if I was to draw a line going this way, it's like sort of right here, like what's gonna happen? Is it gonna bounce back up or is it gonna crash down? Like usually previous crashes like 2000, it went up so high and it crashed really quick and it took like 2 3 years for it to like start recovering. Here within a year and a half, it's already dropped. So we might see it go play a little further, but if the rate hikes continue, we could see it crash. Like it's in a moment where you might want to invest like your money, like if it goes down this way, you might want to invest your money around this area right here. And if it goes bigger than that, if we're going to like World War III, you might want to invest your money like right here because that's when it completes its whole fill the gap thing and then probably come out. And then you might see like a run up. But I'm right now I'm talking out of my ass. I mean, it looks good technically, but uh we'll see what happens in the next coming days.
Let's see what happened tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is very important and next week is very important. So we'll cover it and we'll be sure to like keep you updated on any any available information that we find and get. So if you're an
And
SVB shareholder, there is a lawsuit present right now too. So look into that too. And
there's
I
something
know.
important to say, AJ.
Mhm.
We're not telling people what to do or how to invest. This is just us showing what's going on.
This is just
Guys,
two men talking about business and finance,
just
sharing it.
do your own homework. Make sure you know what you're doing and invest the way you think is best for you, not what we are telling you to do. So I wanna point that out.
Yeah, just sharing some ideas, sharing some,
But
things
that's like
that
always,
probably
is
make money.
yeah, everybody wants to make money. We all want to make money. It's fun when you
Yes,
make
sir.
money, but not it's not that fun when you lose it. That's why you have to be careful how to invest what you have. But again, you know, hopefully tomorrow's gonna be a better day.
Yeah, yeah. Well, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Just look at the volatility and you'll see what I'm talking about. And then make a decision. It's a good decision. Uh what I predict, let's make a prediction and then we'll see what who like uh how it goes. Like, so what do you think is gonna happen tomorrow in the stock market? You think the stock market's gonna be green or you think the stock market's gonna be red?
It's gonna be red. Yeah, I think it's gonna be red.
Okay, so then I'll be the devil's advocate and say I think the stock market's going to be green. And the reason why I think it's going to be green is because Mr. Biden, my favorite president, said that the CPI data is going to be in solid shape. He said it on Friday. And I believe that, man, because I feel like he already gets the report. So I'm just being devil's advocate. I, for some reason, if it if I am right, so if I'm right, Lex, I think you should do 10 push-ups.
Mm, well, we'll see about 10 push-ups.
Yeah.
What I do know is that I don't think this is over yet. I think there's more to come, and that's why I think it's gonna stay red tomorrow. There's a
um
lot more to come, and this is not an easy fix,
yeah.
so it's gonna take a minute. But we'll see. I'm not gonna put a bet. I'm not gonna ask you what to do. I just wanna see what's gonna happen tomorrow, and I'm gonna think about what to put a bet on.
Cool. So I think if the CPI data comes strong like Biden is suggesting, I think what's gonna happen pre-market is we'll see a jump pre-market. Um let's see if I can share the screen right here. And let's say we let's put in Tesla. So if we go to the 5-minute chart, we're probably gonna get like some, ready to go, like stable tickers for a while. And then when 7:30 hits right here, I feel like either if it's good news, we'll see a pop and it probably might fill the gap to 179. Okay. Look for that. And then it'll probably then look for pre-market. It might come down a little, but if it's good news, it'll stay hot and it might fill up till 180 something. I want to say right here. If I go up to here, it might fill up to 180 all the way to 185 if it's good news. I think if it's good news on the CPI data, you'll probably see a 5% jump to fill up a gap of 185 for Tesla. And if it's bad, you might see the stock market crash below 170 for sure. And then you might see a little spike up because I don't know how it happens, but it happens. You might see a spike up to fill pre-market hot highs, which will be around here, and then probably go back down and stabilize around 171. That's what I think is going to happen.
So we will see tomorrow.
Let's see. If I'm right, then 10 push-ups, Lex.
We'll, we'll see. We'll see.
All
But
right, guys.
go ahead.
That's all what we have for today. Hopefully you find this very educational, very informative. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and keep watching. And we're new, so we're learning a lot of things. But hopefully you stay. We're here to stay.
Thank you, guys. We will see you tomorrow.
All right, man. Bye-bye.